How do? Ah, Brian, like a pig in shit. Beautiful up here, freezing. Hands are falling off. I'm at Wyminbrook in Sheffield. Used to knock about as a kid up here, 9, 10, 11 years old. You wouldn't let your kids up here now with a couple of mates, would you? Like I say, MSL, minimum staffing levels. There's not one prison that had run below minimum staffing levels, is there? Not one. No prisons, not England, Wales, or Scottish prisons, not one would be running understaffed. You see, prison officers are very good at making things work, aren't they? That's what we do. That's what everyone does in a job. But like being in prison, it's effing dangerous. Anyway, talking about kids, juveniles up to 16 years old. HMP Hindley in the northwest. You can probably look up who the governor is on Wikipedia or something like that. Anyway, used to be a juvenile, Nick's now adult. Juveniles, people who used to work with them. I had a good mate. Tough gig that. I worked with young defenders, 18 to 21, scrapping, lived on adrenaline. Juveniles up 16, see the kids, everyone calls them kids. Some of them kids are bigger than me, and they used to knock the shite out of officers. Bad assaults and the like. You restrain them, you're in trouble, you're getting investigated because the kids. You know, kids that are going around now stabbing people, 15-year-olds. Like I said, call them kids, but sentence them as adults. Done the crime, do the time. So, I had one of my dreams about HMP Hindley, yeah, about a meeting. It's funny how these dreams keep coming to me. But like I say, it was just a dream. And I'm going to show you him, because he's up here. It's beautiful, like I say, but freezing. Anyway, the prison governor's having a meeting with the union reps, POA, Prison Officers Association. That'd never happen, would it? The governor having a meeting. Anyway, we have movement in a lot of prisons. Strangeways used to send 300 lads to work. Forest Bank, the same. Private prison I used to work in. Movement to work needs supervising. It definitely does. Used to be just prison officers. At Strangeways, we had officers with dogs as well, patrol dogs, because it was in the high security estate. But many a fight. You see, moving to work, 300 people all together in a big gaggle, might be a chance to settle that beef. You know what I mean? You've got a problem with someone on another wing. You can't get on that wing, you can't get to him, not nowhere. But going to work, they go to work, you go to work. It's happening, innit? It's going to get it on. So prison officers would obviously deal with that. Then, there was a move to put OSGs. OSGs! And this isn't degrading. OSGs, operational support grades, in uniform, there to support prison officers. Minimum prisoner contact. So because they haven't got enough staff, they'd use OSGs. So you might get one officer and 3 OSGs in a certain area. Yeah? Makes sense, doesn't it? And then it kicks off, the one officer's on his own. Now some of them OSGs might try and help you, but they're not trained and they're not supposed to get involved in contact. One of them got injured or something like that, or injured a prisoner, they'd be in bother, wouldn't they? Be getting sued and the like. But that's how we are. We haven't got enough prison officers, so we'll use the OSGs. And like I said, there was a lot of good OSGs, and they do help you out a lot. They make the prison run in a lot of cases. Now, in this little dream I had, the prison governor said to the POA, we don't need anyone for response on movement to work. What's that mean, response officers? People who deal with situations. Again, this had never happened, would it? We don't need response officers. You know, we don't need people supervising. Let's just crack on. So me, again, I'm playing a few parts here. I'm the governor, POA guy. In fact, I'll be the POA guy. Hold on, Gov. What if? Back as the governor. What if? Prisons don't run on what ifs. What if? What if? Okay? You'll do as I say. Really? What if there's a kick-off? I'm not doing that anymore. I'm getting dizzy. You see what I'm saying? No response staff. That's because prisons are running below MSL, minimum staffing levels. They've got no one. People are trying to make things work. They're still trying to send people to work, which is good, isn't it? It's time out of cell. You can't send many. Strangeways, when it had a 1,200 population, we'd send about 300, 320, and maybe 70, 80 on education. You cannot send everyone. Usually, education and work, them that wanted it had got it. But as a sentenced prisoner, you are required to work. So yeah. Now me, again, in this dream, reflecting on my dream, nightmare, whatever you want to call it. It's a nightmare if you're officers, isn't it? In any jail, when you're understaffed. Yeah? I'd call that management bullying me. But, you know, I can't say anything. When I was in the job, I've been in situations where we've made it work, dangerous situations. Just part of life, isn't it? However, in that job, it is dangerous. It's becoming more and more violent. And then I had another dream, yeah, where there was a big fight on movement to work at Hindley. Obviously that wouldn't happen, would it? People getting banjoed and injured, they're only prisoners, you say. You do have a duty of care. Most officers, yeah, if there's an incident, someone's getting badly assaulted, you'd be in there. You wouldn't think about yourself, you'd do it. That's lads and lasses. Plenty of lasses I knew in incidents and they get hurt. Duty of care, decent prison officer, supporting your mates, getting stuck in, getting people or stopping people being assaulted. I'm just going to leave it there, guys. Everyone in the prison service, God bless you all. People say things like, stay safe. I know not everyone's safe. People are going to be getting assaulted every day. The assaults are getting worse. Rife, drugs, self-harm, violent. Every prison that is inspected becomes the new worst prison. Most dangerous, most violent, least understaffed, biggest problems. That's where we're at. Yeah? No one's addressing that. Nobody. But the criminal justice system, they're addressing it. Because people who harm children and women aren't being sent to prison. The government saw fit to release people early. Probation couldn't handle it. The prison service couldn't handle it. Hostels, bail hostels, numerous assaults, crimes committed, people going straight back in. What an absolute car crash. Anyway, thanks for your continued support. God bless you all prison officers. The service is struggling. No one is recognising the problems. Finally, parting shot after that little rant. Brian, sit down. Come on, beautiful boy. There we go. I'll sit there.